all I've wanted.
What is our windows?
I don't know, it's a stupid inside joke.
Great.
Yeah, it's not funny. Okay, I'm gonna bring myself back now. Just behave again. I apologise for that. I got a bit ahead of myself there. I'm just gonna behave. I'm out of breath as well.
Everyone turns the wrong way. Everyone always goes that way, and I'm like, it's not that way. You've got to pick up your back leg and just turn. It's so much easier.
Well, yeah, but naturally you don't want to do that. But then I also noticed that when I did it the other way, it works better.
Yeah, no, naturally I do not want to do the way you did first.
Yeah, because you're a dancer. So of course you wouldn't. You've been doing it for years. But just like me, like a normal pleb, I'd want to just throw myself that way on my right leg because I'm going that way. But yeah, so that's... Oh wow, Hannah's ripping into me. It's so frustrating when people turn that way. Sorry, Hannah. I apologise for frustrating you. Harvey D'Amelio. I am Harvey D'Amelio.
No way.
Yes. Yes way. Renegade. 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 I don't know any of it. I know like the dance is in bits. Wait, hang on. It's oh no. What's the first thing? Oh yeah, that. Wait. Wait. Renegade. Renegade. I can't see what you're doing down there.
And then it's a bang, 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 bang. Can't believe you know it.
I don't. Yeah, as you can
now
see,
you have to do it
I really don't. Oh my god, someone's already changed their username to Harvey the Dancer D'Amelio. That is speed.
No way.
Just because of that comment. That's what I love about you guys, is that you literally change your usernames in seconds after a topic is discussed. Like when someone said Pink Boy or whatever, and like literally 3 people immediately changed their usernames to Pink Boy.
Erin Jade, I'm sweating. Erin Jade!
She's sweating.
No,
I look like I'm sweating because of this light.
Harvey's done 2 pirouettes and he's sweating, Erin.
Yeah. I'm out of shape. I'm not out of shape. I don't eat enough. It's really worrying. Well, I guess I'm out of shape in the opposite end of the spectrum. I do not eat enough food, and it is really worrying.
I don't eat enough food. I hardly eat anything.
Everyone's saying oh, I've just been sitting in my room eating all day. I'm like, how? Please teach me. I need to eat more. Yeah. I wake up way too late, forget to eat, and then eat at 3 o'clock for breakfast, and then eat at 6 or 7 for dinner, and then don't eat anything else.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's not good. That's really bad.
I always snack, which is the worst.
Well, it was good because when I was in school, obviously, proper school, not college, when I was in school a year ago, obviously I'd wake up at, 7 and then eat breakfast because I basically have to because otherwise I'd die in the first half of the day, and then have lunch midday, which again is it's like a social activity having lunch, so you just do it naturally.
Yeah.
And then dinner when you get home, which is all you know what I mean? That's pretty natural. Whereas when you especially when you're stuck at home, nothing's a social activity. So eating's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Yeah. Because I'm not achieving anything else.
I don't know how people eat when they're bored. Quite a few people eat when they're bored.
I eat when I'm watching something. That's the only time I eat.
I can't eat when I'm bored.
I can't eat, and that doesn't fill a hole. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't fill time, if that makes sense. I have to be doing something while I'm eating, whether it's working or Sometimes I will eat my breakfast while filming FOMO. Like I'll have toast on the side because I don't want to like waste time and be like, oh no, can we push filming back because I want to eat? I'll just be like, nah, I'll just do it mid. Yeah. Although, to be fair, legally for the BBC, we have to take a lunch break. But
you don't, do you?
I normally just do other stuff while that's happening. Okay, occasionally I go and eat, but normally because I haven't eaten. What?
Do you not get run down really easily?
No, apparently not.
Because I do, because like I'll get like a point, or do you like get ill like easily? Because when I'm constantly like on the go, I'll like stop, and then when I stop, I get ill, or I get like really run down and like ugh.
Well, I think it might be because I am used to not eating, because a lot of the time I would just not have lunch in school, so I guess that might have helped. But I ate lunch a lot more. I haven't had lunch since lockdown started.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I just haven't. I've only had lunch, breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
That's literally been my days, which is not good. And
Summer May.
Hello, Summer May.
X Factor with Max and Harvey dancing behind them.
That doesn't surprise me. There was a lot of people though. So forgive me if I don't remember you by name, but I would definitely remember you by face.
Anna has for lunch his sausage rolls. Yeah, someone went to she went to Sylvia Young.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. It was the MPA. So I'm sure there was a lot of people from like Sylvia and.
Jump in behind you.
Oh, honestly, so the thing about X Factor was that everyone would get like their dancers or whatever, and the choreographer would deal with them. But a lot of the time, I'd tell James like that. But before, because obviously everyone, the dancers there were amazing anyway, so I didn't need to give them any instructions or whatever. But I'd be like to James, can you make sure they look like they've just been released from like an insane hospital or something? Like jumping around so much that they almost look like it's past the point of having fun. And just like so far beyond that, because I wanted the people behind us to match the ridiculous amount of energy that Max and I have.
Yeah.
So I wanted that to like come across, and I think especially in Can't Hold Us and Kiss You, those were the two especially that were just mental. And I liked High Hopes as well, because there was a lot of people on the stage for that. There was like 60 to 90 people on the stage in High Hopes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about it, when you've got an X Factor performance, which wasn't the biggest stage in the world, it wasn't small either, but it wasn't like massive. That's a lot of people on the stage.
Yeah.
But, and in Can't Hold Us, actually, it was a mix of dancers who had like proper choreography, and then people who were just told to jump their minds out. Yeah, that was literally a job, because you had all these amazing dancers from like MPA, but because they were all so young, they were just kind of given the jumping roles, which I felt a bit bad for. But obviously you've got all the older dancers doing like the real choreography, which I know sounds a bit harsh, but everyone there had an important role, and in my opinion, the people jumping behind us were way more important, because they were the ones giving the real energy.
Yeah, they were the ones giving life to the
like proper energy. But then everyone on X Factor was amazing. Like all the dancers and everyone were really talented. And I loved every time Martin had dances. It was just so funny.
Oh my god! Erin Jade says she nearly danced for Max and Harvey. No, you didn't, Erin. Erin Jade's so what? Erin Jade's sick.
I got a lot of my friends that dance texted me saying that they've been asked to do it, but a lot of people, because I think X Factor ask more people than they need to do it, just in case people cancel. So they ask a load of people and then go, no, we don't need you anymore. Just because it's so what's the word? It's so like left, right, and center that they will literally, the creative team will change an entire thing in one day. Like when we did High Hopes, it was originally gonna look like High School Musical, like with cheerleaders, a marching band, everything like that. and then it ended up being so much more simple because we thought it was just, we spoke to the creative team and we were like, this is way too like in your face, like we don't want it to be this aggressively, like it almost looked a bit like we were creating something that wasn't real.
Yeah.
And in some cases that's obviously good, but we felt this is too perfect, almost like American school kind of like that wasn't us. So we just didn't want to do that. So yeah, that got canned literally overnight. And then Simon, I remember with High Hopes as well, we'd recorded it and he'd seen us perform it and he goes, this is missing something. Hi Divinity. He goes, this is missing something. And we were like, what's it missing? And he goes, a full choir. And we were just like, okay.
A full choir.
We were like, where are you going to get a full choir? I swear to God, this was the day before. This was the day before the performance.
No.
So,
oh my God.
So our producer we were working with for the show, Tom, he had to go away that night and record with like, I think it wasn't actually that many kids. It was a few kids, their vocals loads of times in loads of different ways so that it sounded like a choir, but it wasn't actually a real choir. It was just a few people's voices loads of times in loads of different ways. So if you listen to that track on Spotify and listen to like when the choir sings on it, it's actually, I'll see if I can get it up, because when you know that, it's actually quite obvious that it's only a couple of people. But if you don't know that, you don't really notice it. Wait, I'll try and find it. Wait, I think it's this bit. No, it's not. It's the bit after this. Hang on.
Go on.
It's this bit. Oh wait, hang on. Oh wait, the choir isn't in the track. Hang on. This is the backflip. Oh my God, the choir isn't in the Spotify track. They're definitely okay. The choir is definitely in the actual performance, but it must not have made it into the. Oh, I know why. I know why the choir didn't make it into the Spotify track, because the Spotify track got recorded on the Thursday and got sent to be uploaded on the Saturday when we performed it. So they didn't have time to change it because they literally had it ready midday on Saturday, which is show day. So they couldn't get the choir into the track in time. But it's definitely in this. Let me see. I'll skip to the end. Hang on. Go away. I don't want the whole thing. Actually, I'll skip to the backflip because I was so proud of it.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. I feel.
Right. You can hear it now.
Oh, someone took your mic from you when you done your backflip.
Oh my God! Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, you'll see her take it. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Lucky Summer.
She's there. Oh. Oh no, it's on the other side.
Go on, Harvey.
So yeah, that was everyone's job in that, to just go absolutely mad, basically. Which I kind of missed, because I was like, I always said it would be so funny, because we knew that we were going on tour after X Factor. I was like, it'd be so funny if we just toured these 60 people with us, but the sizes of the stage would not have fit them, and we probably didn't have the budget. So
yeah. God.
So that would have just been bad on so many levels. But yeah, it was very funny, and I loved having that many people on stage with us. That's always been a thing of mine, is that I'm not that bothered about having like proper dancers behind me. Obviously it's great and it looks great, but I just want like people that are hyped on stage. Like when we did the silent disco at Camp Festival, I'm pretty sure I sent you that video, that we had our friends on the stage with us, and the fact that they were being really hyped, I would like often jump off the desk and like go down with them and like start hyping up. And I found this video, I can't remember if I sent it to my phone or not, but it's on my Mac. and it's the sickest video where me and Max jumped down into the crowd, and our cameraman Dobby came with us. And it was the coolest thing. Because the funniest thing about it as well was that obviously it's a silent disco, so you're wearing headphones. When I jumped down, my headphones fell off. So they completely, like, I had to, like, grab them. But that's all in the video. And then I got back up and started, like, jumping again. Oh, it was so sick.
I want to go to a silent disco.
It's just a shame. It's just a shame that it may not happen this year, which is so sad because we were going to be doing the silent disco again this year. But, you know, it's for people's safety. So I understand. It makes sense.
A lot of things aren't happening. Not even the Olympics. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it's
like,
mad.
They even think pushing the Olympics back till next year is still going to be too soon.
It's mad as well because these people have been training all their lives for this. And it's just, I feel so bad because it's like, I can't imagine. Like I know that Max and I worked really hard, but these.
It's like you working really hard to like go on tour, and then you can't go on tour till another 2 years. But
these athletes, like we have a friend called Amy, and she told us she'd be in the gym, something ridiculous like. It was something like 50-something hours a week. I might be overdoing it a little bit, but like thinking about it, people work about 32 hours a week maybe, and that's even quite a lot. I'm pretty sure.
That's what we have at college, yeah.
But like these athletes would be doing ridiculous hours in every single week, and then when they weren't working, they were like making sure they were eating healthily and doing everything right and stretching and, you know, all this other stuff that almost prevents you from doing so much. But obviously the payoff is so worth it. But when you don't get to have that payoff, it's just, it's really tough. But that's another thing like that I've been really privileged to kind of see an inside of because of what I do. Me and Max went to Buenos Aires for the Youth Olympics, because we kind of went over to teach all the young Olympians how important social media is in terms of like making a career. Because a lot of Olympians, obviously, they do have a bit of spare time that they could be posting on social media and stuff, and they could be getting brand deals and making money so that they can like have a career and have like a solid life where they can earn a lot of money and kind of sustain that. And a lot of them just don't really do it. So we kind of went over there and taught a lot of the people kind of what to do and how to use it and how to film and all this kind of stuff, which was so much fun. And then we bumped into Tony Hawk and did an interview with him, which was one of the craziest things that's ever happened. It was ridiculous. Do you know who Tony Hawk is?
No, but it's a bit random.
He's like this massively famous skateboarder. He's got like, I think 6 or 7, maybe even more games. I definitely had like 2 or 3 of them. When I was younger, like Xbox or PlayStation games, like literally just named after him that were massive. And he's ridiculously good at skateboarding, even now at his age. I think he went on The Masked Singer actually, which was really funny. And he did quite well on that. But yeah, that's just. That's something that just was mad that happened because we literally bumped into him. Oh, and we also went to just casually go and hang out with the Chainsmokers one night as well, because they happened to be in Buenos Aires, and then we went to their show after, which was it's just so many weird things that just happen because like. No, the Chainsmokers didn't do that song.
Oh no, I know. Someone
no, I'm joking.
I was singing it.
Yeah. I have Tony Hawk Project 8 on my Xbox 360. Yeah. That's a good game. I can't remember which games I had now, but it was definitely a couple of them. I'm so annoyed that I'm not IGTV. Instagram Live is 3 hours now. That is the most frustrating thing for someone who did what I did and had so many difficulties in the process.
That's really annoying. Typical.
It's, you know, we get through it, and also you can't share it to story anymore. You have to share the live video to IGTV.
I don't think. Well, for me, I think an hour still it shuts the live off for me though.
Really?
Yeah, it shuts it off.
Maybe,
But when
maybe,
I go off, it still does the IGT. I can't save it.
maybe they're slowly filtering it in.
I think it's depending on how many people follow you, maybe.
No, I don't think it'd be that. I think Instagram make their way through, because when IGTV came out, not everyone had it. Like
Yeah.
only so we were actually lucky. They asked us to film stuff for it before it was out, so they like made it sure that it was on our account somehow. I can't remember how, but we had stuff filmed for it before it was a thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I remember that was really weird, because that was like the first time really that people had shot proper YouTube like videos in portrait, and we found it so weird to try and do.
Oh, what, like that?
We filmed it on like proper cameras, funny enough, in our manager's like company's office, if that makes sense. Crowd surf.
Yeah.
That was cool.
What is IGT? I never used IGT.
IGTV with a V on the end.
Shut up.
I will correct you for everything.
You will correct me in my house.
It's quite good actually, because people have the choice whether they want to keep watching or not.
Yeah, so, like Erin, my friend, she does obviously dance videos, so she makes up, and sometimes the dances are too long, so she has her little dance videos, and they're really cute. I love them.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna peace out too.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for not wanting to kill us while we just natter on.
Wow.
I'll see you all later.
Bye. Bye.